Hello, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to decorate a cake like this. It's a fondant cake with a fondant kitty/tiger on the top. Stay with me, and if you like my video, please subscribe so you can see more of my content.
And this is how the cake is going to look at the end. First I'm going to start with the cake topper. Since I'm going to make it out of fondant mixed with some Tyler's powder, I'm going to make the cut at least few days prior making the cake so it can have enough time to dry. If it's not dry enough, it can get sweaty in the fridge, so you want to make it as early as possible. You can make it up to a couple weeks before making the cake. It's just sugar, so it's going to be fine. First I'm going to make the head of the cat. I'm going to make a circle and then I'm going to shape it a little bit as kind of triangle but with not sharp edges, and then I'm going to make it just to look like a head. I didn't pre-cover my fondant. Instead, when I'm shaping the head and the body, afterwards I'm just going to use some dust food coloring and I'm going to cover just the outside of the fondant. So I'm going to just put the head on top of the body. I'm going to assemble that with a toothpick and I'm going to make a little bit of white stomach. Then I'm putting the eyes and the nose. And so if you want to assemble the eyes and the ears and stuff like that, you can use some edible glue or a little bit of water. And then with the regular food coloring, I'm going to make some patterns for the tiger. I'm just gonna mix the pattern food coloring with a little bit of vodka so I can have the nice consistency, and I'm just going to make them. As you can see, it was very fun to make it and not that hard. Then I'm going to assemble the cake. I used banana flavor of the buttercream and I'm going to put some chocolate inside, just some spread chocolate in the inside. Make sure when you put chocolate inside the cake, you go and make some outside circle with the buttercream and don't put the chocolate all the way to the end, because sometimes it may get all over the place when you try to frost the cake. Then I'm just going to frost it, and as you can see I use my wooden stick to put in the cake because it's just 4-inch cake and it's harder to stay stable because it's not heavy enough to stay. After that I'm going to chill it, and when it's nice chilled in the fridge for like a couple hours, I'm going to roll out the fondant. I'm going to use some powdered sugar if it's too sticky, and I'm going to just make a bow. If you don't have a nice shape from the first time, you can redo it. Just sometimes it gets a little more sticky when you have more humid weather. So after the fondant is done, I'm just going to carefully put it on the cake. I'm going to smooth out the edges and I'm going to cut out the excess of the fondant. Once your fondant is nice and smooth on the cake, you're going to cover it. I'm using my airbrush, and that's my favorite part of the whole cake decoration process. I'm simply putting a couple drops of airbrush food coloring in the airbrush and I'm just going to spray it all over the cake. It's so fun to do, you cannot mess this step up, and if you like to have the nice effect of the ombre style and just the color transitions, just put more than one color. You can use 2-3 colors, anything you like. It's so easy to make and it looks so fabulous. And yeah, I'm just going to spray that all over the cake. In this one I'm going to use yellow on the top, then I'm going to use green in the middle and just a little bit of blue color at the end. While I'm doing that, I'm going to make sure I mix them all over so it has some nice transition. After that, you can see how the cake is looking. It's a little bit sweaty because it's very humid and hot today, but that's alright. I'm then going to put the paws. I'm making some circles out of the white fondant and I'm just going to put it to the cake. As you can see, this sweaty cake doesn't need any extra water or some glue, edible glue, to stick the paws, but if your fondant is not sticky, you can just use a little bit of water so you make sure that the paws stick on the cake. I'm using one bigger circle for the bigger part and then 3 small circles for just the fingers. And you're going to put that all over the cake. When you're done with the paws, just put the kitty tiger on the top of the cake. You can assemble it with a little bit of edible glue and your cake is ready.
And this is the cake. Simba is a little bit hungry, so he is meowing, so I'm going to feed him. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
And finally Simba is getting his milk. He was hungry and he was so satisfied eating it. He's so adorable. I cannot wait until he grows up a little bit just so he can start playing with me. As you can see, he's too young, but give it a couple of weeks and he's going to be all over the place. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the kitty. Let me know if you like to see more of Simba. I like to put him in my videos because he's the cutest thing in the house, and I feel like almost everybody loves cats, so yeah.